Okay, so literally at that point where I'm no longer gonna be silencing my voice. I'm going to be taking myself step by step as I go on and do what is necessary that needs to be done, because I used to have those struggles before now, probably, where I never felt good enough. And there were a lot of things expected of me. I knew I wanted to be all those things based on where God was pushing me through, based on the refinement process He has to pass me through. And it was a whole lot, but I didn't want on my own terms. See, God had to pass me through the process. And for me, the process is everything, in the sense that it's changed the way I thought about things. It just changed the way I thought about things, a whole bunch of them. I no longer fear being accepted or not being noticed or not being seen, because I know everything I do will turn the heads of people, will be a head turner. Yes, that's the word. So since I got my first podcast out, it was just like, talk like this. I'm feeling a bit giddy that I'm talking now, but I'm just gonna try as much as I can and take it like someone is listening. That's how I did when I was saying the first thing I was saying. And to get to that point when you really need to shush the inner critic, the inner fear of how it's life gonna be like when I get to those heights. It's something that is amazing for someone to get to that point when you have to shush that inner critic, when you have to never let it talk anymore. It's kind of windy around here. I'm just in my room, okay? So you just have to shush the inner critic and just do it. Like, it's as simple as that. Just do it. It stops procrastination. Like, sometimes when when the negatives in the mind comes, like hesitation, like, oh, don't check it yet, don't check it yet. Like, it comes to me once in a while, and I'm like, don't check it yet, don't check it yet. Like, and I'm like, I beg, I'll just check it. Like, really, I'll do that just now. Check it out. I'll see how it goes. So, and ever since I started that, I just started believing the impossible and the best is coming for me. Like, that is how I think currently, and that I deserve everything that is coming to me. And even the things that I've been thinking about, my future, and that's something I want each and everyone that's listening to me to take home today. You deserve what is coming to you. You deserve what is coming to you and for you. You deserve it. Especially the good, you deserve them. Especially your dreams. It may not look like it. We are still in the process. Don't let anybody deceive you that we got it all figured out. No, like, I literally just jump on every idea I see. I don't even know what I'm doing most of the time. So don't make it look like, oh, this person got it all. Nobody does. No matter how successful they are, nobody does. Everybody all trying to live their life in their own way. The same fit. Yes. I came on, was it YouTube one day, and I was just scrolling, and all I could see was the struggle. Like, not in a negative way, like in a positive way. The struggle, the drive, the work that everybody's putting this out there. And I told myself something. I said, I won't complain. for something I know I'm not doing enough. There's no point for me to complain if I know I'm not putting in enough energy. Because if you are eyeing something that is similar to what somebody is doing that you want, for instance, now, let me just start with the example of maybe eyeing a Instagram following of probably like million. You want to be famous, and you know deep down, like this is something I had to say, like, you know deep down you've not been putting in the work, and there's somebody around you who posts literally every day, and you've not been posting every day. You know all the rules. The funny thing I can do is we all know all the rules of success, the rules, like we've literally watched all video, read all books. Like, have you got to that point where you see yourself like, I've read all manner of books, I've watched all the books I need to watch, and yet it's like crazy, like really, really crazy, like nothing to show for it. Ask yourself one simple question: have you done all that there is in this step without missing? Even if it's half step or quarter step, maybe you tried starting. For instance, now, most of the videos on YouTube will tell you post regularly. No, be consistent. Let me use that one, because post regularly and being consistent is not the same thing. Be consistent in your posting, in your engaging, everything you're doing generally. And you know deep down you're not consistent. Yet you were like, I didn't like the fact that so and so unfollowed me. I didn't like the fact that this person this. I really want to have millions, so I don't know why. You know why. Tell yourself the truth, you do. Honey, you do. My lovelies, you do. Okay? And the reason why is you're not doing all there is in the principles. Life is all about principles. Look at the people you want to be like. Are you following all there is about them? If you're not, don't complain. Don't complain. I think at some point let me digress a little, but it's needed. I was trying to, I like look around when I was like in a bit of accepting this whole worship minister thing and all. And I was trying to accept the call and all, because in as much as I knew I was drawn to music, I didn't like want the responsibility that came rather with serving, because I knew it wasn't going to be easy. I didn't want it. So like when I looked at everything at first, I was trying to check around. Holy Spirit, thank you for reminding me. Don't mind. Yes, I was trying to look around people on Instagram and the likes, and people in my niche, which is necessary. Like I said, look at the people. And I looked around, but in a bit of looking at the people, don't become them. Do the things they did, the principles that are common to successful, but don't become another them. Don't become another Sam. Don't become another so and so, Coco. Don't become. Be you. Whatever your name is, Amanda, Adrian, whatever your name is, like, be you. Be Adrian. Like, be that in the fullness of who you are. And the truth is, you can't really know who you are until you begin to check inside of you. You begin to look deeper into the core of who you are. So I was trying to like, okay, let me just, in a certain way, do the certain kind of things we do and all. But it wasn't working for me. And then it got to the point where I looked at it and I was like, you know what? I can't. the real hardcore truth is when you tell yourself that you just can't. I was like, let me do this the same way, blah, blah, blah. And I could not. I just got to that point, no. But then I realized I was trying to fit into a mode. And God knew that I had these things, these excesses, these flaws, these other quirks, this other goofy side of me, funny side of me, and other things attached to who Precious Revival is. And He knew before He called me. Like they say, it doesn't call the qualified, it qualifies the called, so that He can take all the glory. Because if He calls the qualified, which He doesn't, there's gonna be so much pride. There's no glory attached to Him, because everybody's gonna see that person as already self-sufficient. As I see that most times God doesn't even go for the people per se who in that line of which is calling them in. They are already successful. There are a lot of successful people that are doing so well in a particular field. But when God wants to call somebody, sometimes, not majority of the times, He wouldn't go for somebody who is like in that area already perfect, because there's no dependency. In all your ways acknowledge God and He will direct your path. That's what the Bible said in Psalms. Acknowledge Him. I'm not one of those persons who would quote this verse, this verse, this. It's funny, right? But that's me, and I've come to accept it. I won't fight it. While I can post or write it, I would go and look at it and try and do it. But I will not try to force myself. It's like hitting already a brick wall, and it's not going to work. So these are the things that you really need to look at in the process of becoming. You really need to look at in the process of becoming. Like I'll always say the title of my podcast is going to be titled The Process of Becoming. Yes. So I'll probably end this here while I can. Share, like, subscribe, tell your friends and your friend and somebody that knows somebody that need this and also need somebody else that need this. Just do the sharing, the liking, comment. If you learned something, if there's something you want to question to, answers to rather, comment. And I'll be delighted to hear and see the liking so that I can reach more people. Okay, and please subscribe to the channel. Everything helps with the YouTube algorithm. Yes, I pronounced that right. Okay, so till next time. Probably need some sleep right now. It's already morning. I'm an early person that wake up in the morning, so I get to sleep like later, and I do most of the things I do, like most of the creative ideas come by that time. Yes. Okay, take care. Till next time.